Good morning, students. Welcome to the class again. So far in our online and offline classes, we have done the drama, the poetry section, the novel, and some essays. And the only part which was left untouched was the short stories. So in this class, we're gonna talk about the story "Marriage is a Private Affair" by Chinua Achebe. The story, the backdrop of the story is set in Nigeria, South Africa, and the story talks about and it deals with the changes in human emotions and human feelings which overcomes the hatred, the kind of hatred and the kind of rigidity which is imposed by the social taboos. In this story also Chinua Achebe is talking about the emotional turmoil that the grandfather goes through when he comes to know about his grandson, and how the rigid and hard the strong-hearted grandfather becomes a very vulnerable, emotional grandfather when he gets to know about his grandson. So the story opens with Nene and Nameka, the couple who are living in the city of Lagos. They are having a conversation, and Nene, the girl, says that Nameka should write to his father to tell him about the engagement. So the couple is engaged, and the girl wants she wants her fiance to talk to his father regarding their engagement. But Nameka, who is from Nigeria and who belongs to the Igbo tribe in South Africa, explains that he will tell his father in person because he knows that his father is not going to ready regarding their union. The engagement was not an arranged marriage which is not the custom in Nameka's father's village. So he knows Nameka is very sure that his father and his society, his community will not going to agree for their marriage, for their engagement. So Nameka leaves Nene's place and walks home thinking about the letter his father Okeke recently sent him. So his father Okeke, the father of Nameka, also sent him a letter recently in which he is talking about Nameka's marriage to Ugoe, a girl Nameka remembers from his childhood. So Okeke, the father of Nameka, who belongs to a very Igbo, a very you can say orthodox tribe in South Africa, in Nigeria. He plans for Nameka to marry Ugoe, a girl who was Nameka's childhood friend. But Okeke insists in the letter that she will be a good Christian wife. But Nameka, as we all know, that Nameka is not ready to marry Ugoe. Then weeks later, Nameka visits home and tells his father he cannot marry Ugoe because he does not love her. But his father doesn't see any problem in Nameka's not loving his wife, and he says that there is everything normal if he doesn't love Ugoe, but she is going to be a good Christian wife. Then Nameka even tries to convince his father, and he explains that how marriages have changed today, and Okeke is very hard on his decision, and he insists that nothing about marriages have changed. Nameka asks Okeke's forgiveness as he explains that he is engaged to Nene. Instead of erupting in anger as Nameka expects, Okeke goes quiet for the night. So when Okeke, the father from the Igbo tribe, comes to know about the engagement of his son to a girl from a different tribe, from a different country, his heart very hardens and he goes quiet for the night. He doesn't even speak a single word to his son. And before Nameka leaves, Okeke says that engagement is Satan's work and vows that he will never meet Nene. So his decision is very firm that he is not going to accept the marriage of Nene and Nameka, and he says that he will never going to meet them again. Then eventually the years passes by, and the news of Nene and Nameka's happy marriage travels back to Okeke's village, and Okeke comes to know that they are married now. However, Okeke becomes very well known for his rage when his son names is mentioned. He is very angry when he gets to hear about the marriage and even the name of his son. So nobody passes on the information about the marriage of Nene and Nameka. The strain of hardening his heart against his son nearly kills Okeke, but he doesn't move. His heart doesn't melt. So he is very firm on his decision, and he hardens his heart so much that he doesn't even like to hear the name of his son. And this hardening of his heart nearly kills Okeke, because he just forgets living life cheerfully and happily, but he doesn't give up his decision. So one day what happens, that Okeke receives a letter from Nene in which she tells him that his grandsons would like to meet him. She promises she will stay in Lagos. Having learned about his grandsons, Okeke feels his stubborn resolution falling in. So this is how the human emotion overcomes the hardening passions, the hardening emotions, the hardening of the heart when they comes to know about their grandsons. So how Okeke, when he comes to know about his grandsons, he feels that his stubborn, his tough heart, his tough resolution is falling in, is weakening, and simultaneously a rainstorm occurs, pelting his roof with large sharp drops of rain. Okeke pictures his grandson standing in the rain, shut out from his house. So when he gets to know about his grandsons, his heart melts and he is sleeping. You can imagine the scene that he is sleeping on his cot and he sees the rain is falling. It is a very heavy rain, and he sees that his grandsons are playing outside his house, and his house is shut. So the story ends with Okeke's having difficulty sleeping that night. He is full of remorse for having rejected his family, and he fears that he will not live long enough to make it up to them. So now finally he undergoes a kind of regret, and he is very much, you can say, agonized over his decision, and he sees that how hard he's hardened his heart, and now he regrets his decision of not allowing his family into his house, and he fears that he will not even be able to make it up to them because he is not going to live that more. So the idea of the grandchildren playing in the yard of his house makes the tough soul Okeke a very sensitive, a very emotional grandfather, and ultimately the father regrets his decision, and he is very much vulnerable, and he thinks about his bad decision and how he has made his life very difficult, which might have been a very different and beautiful life with his grandsons. So Chinua Achebe, like his other stories, touches the human heart with the, you can say, the universal patience and the universal situations which each individual is put in the society. So the Achebe also talks about the rituals and the taboos of the Igbo tribe in Nigeria, And now the very tough and the very dynamic personality of KK, how that personality, that tough and hardening personality, turns into a very vulnerable grandfather, is the keynote of the story. So please go to the story again. Enough for today. Thank you.